In this video, I'm going to walk you through all the little details and tips I've learned from experience over time so you can get the best possible result. For this project, I'm using a 5.5 by 5.5 hoop on my small domestic brother machine. Now let's talk about placement, because this has actually been one of the most frequently asked questions. The size of this towel is about 18 by 24 inches. From the right edge, I measure about 4 to 6 inches in. This is kind of your sweet spot, and it depends on how much you want to fold the corner. If you want a smaller, more subtle fold, go closer to 4 inches. If you want a more dramatic, visible corner fold, go closer to 6 inches. Then from the bottom edge, I measure about 4 inches up. For stabilization, I always use tearaway stabilizer because once everything is finished, it's very easy to remove and keeps the back clean. Even though towels are usually cotton and don't really stretch, cotton still tends to shift and change shape during stitching. Because of that, I also add an iron-on tearaway stabilizer. It's nice and lightweight, but it gives just enough extra support, so in the end, we're working with a light double layer of stabilization, which really helps keep everything stable and clean while stitching. Now we're going to hoop just the tearaway stabilizer. I usually go with light or medium weight, depending on how strong your machine pulls during stitching. Personally, I like to keep things a little more relaxed so the lines stay nice and aligned and nothing gets distorted. Once your stabilizer is hooped, go ahead and mark the center. I also like to mark the center of the design itself, in this case, the dog. If you want really precise placement, you can match those center points exactly. That's the more technical way to do it. But honestly, if you prefer a more relaxed approach, you can just mark the center and place it visually. It will still turn out super cute. It really depends on your style. Now, on top of the towel, I always use a water-soluble topping. This helps keep the stitches clean and prevents them from sinking into the towel texture. To hold everything in place, I personally love using pins. They work really well for me. But you do need to be careful and make sure your needle won't hit them during stitching. If you're not comfortable with pins, you can absolutely use embroidery tape instead. That's a great alternative. At this point, I like to look at my printed version first, just to preview how the design is going to sit on the towel. This step is totally optional. I mainly did it here for the video, just so everything is a little easier to see and understand. Next, we load the machine. Like I mentioned earlier, I prefer to loosen the tension for this kind of project. Since this is a fill stitch design and the towel fabric is softer and more delicate than regular cotton fabric, relaxing the tension helps the lines come together more cleanly. And in my case, I loosen it quite a bit. Once that's done, we're ready to stitch. I always like to check everything twice before starting. We're going to embroider all the way up to the placement stitch. That's the key step we're waiting for. So at this stage, we're stitching only the body, the legs, the tail, and for some breeds, the ears if they're long. The head is not stitched yet. That comes later, after we place the towel, and this is a really important moment not to miss. You'll know you're at the right point when you see a long placement line stitch out. This step is what creates that fun, realistic effect where the dog looks like it's actually biting and holding the corner of the towel. That long placement line is stitched in a color that blends with both the towel and the dog, so it doesn't stand out, and you don't have to worry about removing it later. It might seem like a small detail, but it really helps with positioning and makes the whole process easier and cleaner. This line gives you a clear guide for where the towel corner should go, so everything lines up exactly the way it should. At this point, we folded the towel corner and secured it in place with tape. I'll say it again, I personally love using pins, they work great for me. But, for this video, I'm showing tape as a safer and more universal option. If you're using a single needle domestic machine, just make sure everything is secured really well. These machines have a lower presser foot, so there's less clearance, and it can catch on your layers if anything is loose. So just take a second to double check that everything is flat, secure, and not going anywhere before you continue stitching. And that's it! There you have a brand new Playful Towel Thief. I truly hope I can fulfill all your wishes. I'm so grateful for all of your requests on new breeds, and I'm happy that you're still waiting for your requests to be fulfilled. Thank you for the patience. Keep an eye out for new breeds coming soon. I'm working as fast as I can.